Hi guys, today I'm going to be reacting to Vasco's guy memes. Let's get into it.
Being gay isn't even in the top 10 gayest things you can do as a man. Fellas, let's see some of your niche hobbies. I'm a visual learner. Forest shelters. I be building custom all-terrain vehicles in my garage. A femboy that's a tomboy sounds awesome. Isn't that just like a guy?
A femboy that's a tomboy? That's just a guy, my guy.
Me and bro, rating the bad elderly huz in 50 years. Boyfriend said we're getting a nice dinner, so I got all dressed up. Turns out he meant we were actually getting it. 100
oh, that sounds
men
horrific.
versus realizing they will never sit in class next to their bro again. 11
Aww, that actually was devastating in school when you wouldn't get to sit next to your friend.
inmates escaped from a jail through a hole beneath a toilet and left a message behind saying, "Too easy." When bro says something so real, it requires a handshake. I just spilled my drink and then, damn, she bad as hell.
Why is she kind of bad though?
And me dig holes at beaches. What losing a bad bit does to a guy. My father would dress me every day for school because I was colorblind. Pops was ahead of his time.
Yo, you had drip though, or I guess your dad had drip. That was fire. Good for him.
Gender pay gap. So if I play music in a local pub, I should be paid the same as what Taylor Swift gets for one of her concerts. When you get out of the pool and your shorts vacuum seal your dick. Girls wearing boys' clothes. Boys wearing girls' clothes. Asking ChatGPT to count to 1 million. 2050. Where's that girl that made me count to 1 million? People in ancient...
Wait, would that actually work? Would it? I guess at some point it would stop, right? That wouldn't work. Okay, never mind. I answered my own question.
Room ordering 5 beers. First heartbreak. Do I have hunter eyes? Hunting for children, maybe. Y'all in her phone while I'm in her shower making war paint with her purple stuff.
That stuff is so expensive. That's to help her blonde. Put that back. Don't do that. She'll kill you.
First day of school. Time to be super all on my own. When somebody asks why my standards are so high, but they've never met Manish. You'll never guess what Manish has been doing.
What's
the man
Manish?
I sat next to on a flight 2 years ago, who hasn't missed wishing me bon appetit for every meal since I've posted since. Let go of that boulder. Yo,
he's a real one though. That's your best friend, I hope you know.
I'll be fine. Late night finds, but it's my brother's service dog refusing to leave his side.
Oh, that's actually so cute.
No, why? Because you're a treasure. My dad abandoned me. Well, an abandoned treasure. Today I hung out at my friend's pool.
Is this Riz?
Because he's in town for the weekend. Nintendo says Mario and Princess Peach are just good friends who help each other out whenever they can. I know Mario doesn't think that.
Didn't they get married? Yeah, what? Didn't they get married in one of them? Am I imagining that? What good friends.
You tailgate tonight, saw a girl drop 2 tickets. I got her attention and she rudely said she had a boyfriend. Guess whose seats I'm in?
Hey,
Makes
yo,
sense.
that's
you
a
do
come
not
up.
have to go to college to make a good living. When all of my different friend groups meet up for my birthday.
I like that one.
What type of performance you have to put on to convince bro of anything? Me getting his reaction to my hair after he waited in the car for 3 hours to my hair appointment, 2 hours away. He's a real
so
one.
nice.
And they're not dating. Wow. Okay, dude, it's getting late. I'll see you tomorrow. But it's last in line nearly 3,000 days ago.
Oh, I feel like everyone who played online games has had happened. Is that the guy from Team Fortress 2? It is! I watched their character react. That was actually a lot of fun. I've seen so many of them now.
I feel like success is having a garage with a fridge in it.
Oh,
Would you rather be
a beer
mauled
fridge?
to death by rabid dogs or not? Death. My bro who's actually a pretty cool guy. Me for no reason. I want to get you pregnant.
Gotta keep him humble.
Since it's a burden to the female body, I'll carry the babies for you like a loyal seahorse. My most trusted.
That was Riz. I mean, a little bit of Mpreg. That's so nice of him.
Telling me in absolute detail exactly how fine shite looked at me when passing by. Imagine being a man and the only thing you need to do to be hotter than 98% of the other men is actually dress yourself decent and have a good haircut.
A good haircut is very
what services
important.
could they possibly
Air
provide?
theory.
I know the son was praying for his mother's genetics. Be a man. Overwork yourself. Don't sleep enough. Hate electric cars. Be scared of women. Can I just skip to the chapter in life where I get my lunch packed by my hot wife? Screw a breakup. Have you ever joined a PlayStation party and heard, "Yo, who invited this dude?" I once joined 3 guys. One guy goes, "He doesn't have a mic, let's kick him." And someone says, "Hold up, I've played with this dude before. He kicked my ass, we're in good hands." He stays. Never felt anything like that since.
Aw, just guys being dudes.
So women can like biceps, but the second I salivate at the sight of some white painted toes, I'm the villain. For real.
It's because it's toes.
Some pictures of me when I was first getting into black metal in like 2023. I thought I was so cool. I was such a poser. Bro, that was only last year. No, it wasn't. Unless this post is old. Bro was in the trenches, got out, and went right back in. My
sad he looks. Oh, he's not happy.
friend was an infantry marine. Now he's a nurse. Fumbled a girl 45 years ago. I haven't been the same since. When I'm 70 and my grandson says I'm so hungry, I can eat a hop rock from Dusty Divot. How the nicest guys on this planet will look at you before you actually start talking to them. Hi, beautiful, sinful
resting
body
bitch
pic.
face.
Nowhere, nothing. What do you mean it's over? It's over, man. Reconstruction of an Anglo-Saxon from the 400s. Tragic that this man lived 1500 years before the invention of the Harley Davidson.
I was gonna say, he looks like someone who'd ride a motorcycle.
Year-old LeBron James on Christmas Day. This has got to be the best investment of all time. In 2021,
His parents are
Joey
so happy with their
Chestnut
choices.
set a world record by consuming 76 hot dogs and buns, which have amounted to approximately 16,000 calories. Greatest athlete of our generation. You guys are not real Batman fans because he's never been the dominant one in his relationship with Catwoman.
That's true.
I cannot express my anguish at my own failures. You can only.
I'm more upset about the fact that you have to clean that up. You know how long that's gonna take? I wouldn't clean it. Let's be honest.
Spend $50.
Iron Man suit.
BBC Wildlife Crew broke the no intervention rule to save trap penguins. There's nothing natural about letting helpless animals die for no reason. You're a part of nature. If you want to save them, then nature wants them saved.
I like that because the documentary people are always like, I can't intervene. Yeah, you can. Why are you there?
The Clash Royale. I've healed. Send me another emo girl that bullies me relentlessly. 9-year-old me. After supporting Tom instead of Jerry. A reminder to wear
I can never keep track of which one's which.
This is a good reminder. This has been the best birthday I had, and I'm so grateful for it. There's a subreddit for...
That is so sad. But yes, wear your helmet, by the way. Your brain is not big enough to be hit that hard. I'm not saying you have a small brain, but maybe.
Skaters over 30 called r/old skaters, and Tony Hawk posts in it like he's just some old guy. I mean, sometimes Tony Hawk is just some guy and we have to accept that. Every guy is some guy. Remove one thing: women's pain. The safe distance to observe each species. Safe distance is on my phone. When it's finally cold enough to wear that one jacket. How pretty is she?
Yo, that one jacket slaps though.
Wow, that's pretty. Diego, a tortoise that saved his species by doing the deed a lot, is retiring
I've heard of him.
and going home. When you try to rage bait, bro, and he turns it into a philosophical discussion, and you low-key don't know what to do. Back in my day, we looked at people in the eyes when we panhandled. Hey, can you help a mummer out? With what?
My electric bill.
Yeah, so basically you'll get a letter in the mail saying how much your bill is for the month, and then you go to the place and pay. Or you could probably do it online. Dude, I think I saw you on Hinge. I'm not on Hinge. Bro, then someone's using your photos. Show, please. I swiped left, sorry. They're vegans.
That's so mean. But also, it's pretty flattering if someone is using your picture on Hinge, I guess.
I just caught this guy while he was eating your grass. Thank me later. A man who kept his boats beside his house was ordered by the city to put a fence up to hide the boat from view. The kind
petty,
of
100 out of 100.
Behind. Surely that means someone's complained, right? A mask for the people with mental illness. 17th century. Well, that's not gonna help. Should fathers be the final...
Did you see his chin, though? That was an intense chin.
Authority in the home? I've been married 30 years. When we got married, we agreed that as a husband, I would make all the big decisions and my wife would make all the small ones. It worked out great. I'm just surprised there have never been any big decisions. Absolutely I am. Yes, I'm interested in this post. Someone should do a crazy prank and swap out.
This looks like Thanos. Doesn't that look like Thanos?
All the Easter Island stones with this. Don't do that, actually. When my girlfriend makes me angry, I look at her through a fork and I pretend she's in jail. It heals me spiritually. For women, taking off a bra at the end of the day is pure bliss. What's the male equivalent? Taking off a woman's bra at the end of the day. Damn, this man's run will be as generational as Alexander the Great's. My mom saying no.
Was that Timothy Chalamet? Jesus.
Me asking for a PS2. Me saying no. My mom asking for a grandchild. When I got a crisp 20 in my pocket
feel
and
that.
Shorty starts ordering appetizers. 14 nurses at the same hospital are pregnant at the same time. The doctor's about to be in huge trouble.
I was just thinking that. I was like, who's the baby daddy? There ain't no shot.
They're about to be in huge trouble. He's leaving them. For about 15 years, I've carried one of these to silence annoying TVs in different places. Most TVs have a headphone jack, so plug it in and the volume stops playing out of the
That's
speakers.
genius.
I donate one to an annoying TV about every 3 months. I know it might drive the establishment's manager insane trying to figure out what happened to the volume, but blaring at the view in waiting rooms should be illegal. Breaking: FedEx founder and billionaire Fred Smith passes away at 80 years old. Rest in peace to a legend. So he saved the company from potential bankruptcy in 1973 by gambling the last 5K of the company's funds on a
what a
blackjack game in LA,
legend.
winning 27K. When I was 16,
That's
a girl
a
wanted to come over
legend.
and watch a movie. When she came, she asked why I wanted to watch it in the living room instead of on a laptop in my bed. I replied saying, we recently got a 4K TV and it was better resolution, and that laptops simply aren't good for films.
You know that guy still thinks about that to this day, about that massive fumble. You know he still thinks about it.
Assume your position, modern man. In 2022, actor Tom Hardy secretly entered a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Open Championship.
Is that Tom
ultimately
Hardy?
winning the
Looks
event.
rough.
Imagine being a blue belt, excited to compete, and then you see your opponent and are like, oh great Bane. A Robin action figure from the Batman and Robin movie that I stuck a hole in the top of my parents' tree around 23 years ago. My brother just climbed up there today and sent me
Free
this picture.
him.
Looks like Poison Ivy got him. Failed my driver's test today. I'm 26 years old and I can't hold a job. I can't get women. I can't even drive. I don't deserve flavors.
I was gonna say, if this is your meal, then I kind of get why you failed. I kind of get it. I feel like you deserve it a little bit.
An animated Clash of Clans series is in the works at Netflix. The boys have genuinely been waiting for this for 10 years
Have
plus
you?
now. Going to have dinner,
I've never
then
played
play
it.
with friends on Minecraft later. My dad worked 16 hours a day on minimum wage and had a secret apartment and family in the 90s. This economy is insane. Bring back affordable second families.
Dude, I say that all the time. Like grandparents say, the grandpas would always have a second family. How do you afford that? Are you working with minimum wage? This is not fair. Man, you deserve your second family.
You're so quick to crash out, who I grew up with. How it feels
Adam
looking
Sandler
into
was
the
the
mirror
ultimate
at
crash out.
11:24 p.m. on a Saturday, seeing a grown man with real-life worries stare back at you, and not some kid in elementary school on a warm, carefree summer night
Not
after playing in the
Dexter.
streets with his neighborhood friends for hours.
I feel like this was
let's
not a
go
good
somewhere
picture.
cool where we end up. How do men take care
The
of their
park.
mental health if they don't talk to friends about their struggles and don't find a therapist? Guys basically believe that you can solve every problem in your life by getting jacked and making more money. Getting jacked and having money solves at least 85% of all problems. After 2 decades of extinction, the rare blue macaw is officially back in the wild. Everyone say thank you Rio 2011. When
Yo, that was a good movie, though. Did it help? How did they come back? What happened?
me and bro get superpowers and bro says we're gonna be superheroes. Just you, bro. My favorite animal is me when my dad ignored my calls and messages for 5 years straight, until I found him playing Red Dead Redemption 2, joined his lobby, hogtied him, and then set him on fire. Tis
That's just revenge. It's petty. I love it. I love a good petty.
Giannis could have easily bagged Sophie Rain, but chose this. If more guys chose the women that love and really want them, they would all be smiling like Giannis, the human torch
that's
throughout the
cute.
years. CGI regressing is proof we're failing as a society.
It kind of is, though. This first one looks so much better than this. What is this?
Abs or biceps? Men who yearn. This guy had all three and still lost. So now what?
He was such a crybaby. He was a crybaby.
biker gang in Arizona called Bikers Against Abusers that keeps victims of abuse safe, including guarding their
That's
homes
really
at night
cute.
if the abuser is not already in jail, and attending court with the children, shielding them so they don't have to look at their aggressor.
That's
Can I
really
play with you?
nice.
No mic. Nearly 10 years later, they've got a mic now. But what's the wildest place
Yo, do you think they still play together? That's dope.
you've done the deed in? Turn around. Shut up and take a joke. Don't tell me to shut up, but okay. I did, and it's a good thing this is online because I smack girls like you for less. Ladies, why don't we all sort this out over at my place? A man was
Who was that guy? Ladies. Don't ever start a sentence with ladies. You will get smacked.
arrested for scamming his dates out of $2 million on Tinder, Hinge, and Bumble.
Who
What
is
was this
he?
guy doing? I want to learn. When you and bro are having a
Rascal.
remember when conversation and realize how much you guys have been through. How men want to dress. Guys, come on, screw society standards.
Do
Just dress
it.
like this. Become
Do
Darth Vader.
it.
Why can't men admit when they doze off? What's wrong with them? That's because it's not true. The "you were asleep" slander needs to stop. We're either meditating or just relaxing until a good scene comes on.
It's like when they say, I was just resting my eyes. I was just resting my eyes. I'm not asleep.
Dude who said banana bread. This man planned a trip from Louisiana to Austin and stopped at every Costco along the way to buy a hot dog.
That's
I know
commitment.
what my weekend plans are. Anna de Armas and Tom Cruise together in London. He has her holding the dogs in bags. Anna, I would never treat you like this.
Oh, Anna. Those were cute dogs, though.
Once in a lifetime. Bro has plan B in case peace doesn't work. It's either peace or rest in peace. Absolutely shredded lioness roaming the plains. Your
Jesus.
unrealistic body standard for women unlocked.
Ladies, why aren't you built like this? This is peak male womanhood.
After 4 divorces, 6 engagements, Jennifer Lopez says she won't be getting married again. She's choosing herself from now on. Nothing like 4
no one
divorces
left.
and 6 engagements to find out you're the problem. This has been the best birthday I had, and I'm so grateful for it. How it feels
That's
when a
cute.
girl who's your exact type wants you back. It's over. Hey, I feel like I'm not the only guy you're talking to, so I'm texting you from a random number. What's my name? Dinner is served. Bone apple teeth. Please stop using your dad's mugshot as a reaction pic.
Bone
I'm
apple
so proud
teeth.
of my wife. She and her puppy just won an award at a dog show. Can anybody spruce the picture up? Maybe a different background and outfit. It would mean a lot. Thanks. By the way, she's the one in blue.
No.
We never see you at the club. Okay, well, I never see you at the chariot racing. A
You
man
gotta
in
do more of
California
that.
had his plane repeatedly stolen by a mysterious pilot who takes it for a joyride and returns it. The owner
That's a
removed the plane's
chaotic
battery
neutral.
to thwart the thief, but he replaced it and stole the plane again. Police have no leads on how to track the thief down. Put a camera inside, see if he wears a mask. How girls look at you right before ripping your heart out. The worst she can say is no. No, I have a boyfriend. In the future though, ask a girl for her address to send her flowers and a love letter. Snapchat is childish and cliche. Surely sliding
ask
into a woman's
a
DMs
lady for her
saying, "Give
address."
me your address. Won't land me in hot water. We'll report back." Me and Peru,
Let
if
us know,
dreams
my
were
guy.
multiplayer. 3 a.m. in 2016. Making sure your feet aren't hanging out of your bed. The monsters are gonna grab your foot 4 times
All right, but I still think that way. Okay, it's a valid concern.
a day. The fact he says fapped instead of gooned implies this started a long time ago too. This is a master beta. Is this burn-in? How
He's
screwed
very
am I?
serious
Got
about his
laid off and
game.
need to return this work laptop. It's a logo of the hub. Is OLED right for my use case? I use it to watch Not Safe for Work 14 hours a day, peak brightness. Fit to go steal someone's lunch money. Screw dragons, or are you trying to screw a dragon?
Ah, oh, I loved them in Shrek.
Decided to get into meal prepping and just made 7 days worth of the most absolute bad pasta I've ever tasted. Now I have to come home from my horrible minimum wage job every day and sit down and force feed
It
myself
doesn't look
this
bad.
slut like a good little slave. I'm 24 and I've never kissed a girl.
Oh, that
TikTok
escalated
genuinely
so
be
quick.
producing one-of-a-kind sentences that the world has never seen before. When I'm cracking Native American shite, but her father feels the vibration from it and knows I'm worthy to be their chief, so he gives me the tribal staff before ascending, and I use it to summon 3 dogs with rabies to savagely eat Asmongold.
That is definitely a sentence of all time.
What? The dogs wouldn't even go near that guy. A mechanic just called me to tell me my car didn't actually need the repair I scheduled. Just loose connection. Fixed it for free. Could have charged me $300 and I'd never known. Bad
This feels
business
like a
model,
lie.
I joked. Good sleep model, he said. His shop is always busy. Word spreads about people who choose honesty over profit. Integrity isn't just moral, it's practical. He is turning 3 years old soon.
Oh.
I hope he explodes. I hit 2 deer in a month while commuting to work, and my boss thought it would be funny to put this on my backup camera in the rental car I'm driving. Volkswagen has released a vehicle that gates its full horsepower behind a paid subscription.
Is that
Get outta
real?
here. My 19-year-old built his
Oh
first
my God, I'd
structural arc
crash
today.
out.
Just a small project behind the house, but something he will often see as the years go by and reflect.
That's
Women
actually
will never
really
understand
nice.
male bonding. Male bonding is calling your 5th grade best friend every insult in the English language for letting you die in zombies with a ray gun. This man left his 40-year-long career in another airline to join Air Asia and fly as a junior just so he could fly with his 2 pilot daughters.
That's
he
so
wants to spend the rest of
cute.
his remaining years as a pilot by his
What a good dad. 10 out of 10 dad. I like that.
daughter's side. At 6 years old, Terry McCarthy suffered 3rd-degree burns over 70% of his body. Years later, he became a firefighter. From surviving flames to fighting them. That's real-life hero
Wow.
energy. Respect. During Eminem's sentencing for a weapons charge in 2001, the judge said, "Mr. Mathers, now is the time for you to please stand up." A League of
Got
Legends
him.
player decided to go pro because his grandmother journeyed to a temple to ask a god if he would be successful. The deity said yes, and Jun Jia has been the MVP of his region for 2 years straight as one of the world's best junglers. A home
Jungler. Oh, League of Legends. Ah, dang. Ask the grandma to go back to the temple for me. I got some questions.
This man has captured the attention of thousands, not for begging, but for the way he rocks his dog to sleep every night. When asked why, he explained that life hadn't always been this way. When I first got him, we had an apartment, he said softly. Living on the street had been a hard adjustment for him. The honking, the sirens, the people, it keeps him up. So every night, I make sure he's asleep before I close my eyes.
That's
I,
so
31
sweet.
male, looked at my girlfriend's 25 females bag and feel weirded out by what I saw. How do I approach her about this? So my girlfriend has this huge bag she carries around everywhere and says her
That's
whole life is in
normal.
it. She was doing a clean out of receipts and trash and stuff and showed me some of the stuff she has in there, and I'm weirded out by some of it. She has emergency contraceptives and Narcan on her at all time, and neither of us do drugs and we always wear protection. She has an EpiPen even though she's not allergic to anything. She also has tarot cards, and the weirdest thing is that she has this Calio critter. She dresses up to look like me, and she says she gives it a kiss and tells it affirmations.
She's
and
a
imagines
witch.
me receiving them during the day. Bro does not deserve her.
Oh, that's cute. All right, if you like that, please let me know in the comments what I should react to next. If you want to support the channel, you can always leave a like or a comment or subscribe. If you want to check out all the other fun stuff we do, it's in the description below. See you on the next one.